kind of lesions of scabs and mites coming out of their ears when they arrive, and the ear mites can actually cause infections of the ears themselves, and which is, as you can imagine, painful, and and the infection could certainly be life-threatening if not treated. So they can get ear mites, they can get fleas or ticks, and they can get something called bot fly, which is really, really gross. Basically, a maggot that a fly creates, and the maggot burrows underneath the skin of the rabbit and has to be removed by the veterinarian, and that's something that they're susceptible to if they're living outside. So all of those reasons are great reasons that we want to have rabbits inside with us. The other thing I will say about having rabbits inside is that you get to know their wonderful personalities in a way that you would never realize if they were outside, living in a hutch away from you and the family. When they're living inside with you, they are, begging for food when you open the refrigerator. They're running around doing binkies in your living room. They're licking your pant leg when you walk by. I mean, there's all sorts of wonderful, endearing behaviors, and the relationship that you build with your rabbit when they're living inside, you can develop incredible relationships with rabbits, and you may not have those opportunities if you're only seeing the rabbit just to go out to feed them.
That's a lot of great information that we should know before we have a rabbit. What can you add to that list in terms of housing your rabbit indoors? What sorts of equipment do you need to keep a rabbit?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are a bunch of different options for folks. What we really like to recommend here at House Rabbit Society is puppy exercise pens. They're affordable. You can find them at pretty much any pet supply store. You can buy them on Amazon and have them shipped to you. But for somewhere around $50, you can get a puppy exercise pen. They are 4 feet by 4 feet if you set them up as a square, which is enough space for either 1 or 2 rabbits for while you're away from the house or while you're asleep. When you're home, you can open it up and let them out to run and play. But when you're away from the house or sleeping, it's nice to have them contained so that they're not getting into trouble when you're not there.
Oh, yes. They can chew on a lot of things.
Exactly. Depending on your setup, some people have a bunny-proof space that they might set up a baby gate at the entrance of their kitchen or a room, so the bunny has a room. Here in the San Francisco Bay Area, space is tight, so people don't always have that much extra space for the bunnies. Some people will build like a 2-story condo for the bunnies and then let them out to run around when they're home. So you can build condos out of some inexpensive, they're like wire shelving components. They're like a wire grid, and you can zip tie those together and build inexpensive bunny condos out of that are nice and spacious. So we have information about all sorts of different housing options on our website at rabbit.org. But we really like the puppy exercise pens. That's a great way to get started really quickly. For underneath, depends on what your flooring is. You can get a piece of inexpensive linoleum from your local hardware store. A lot of times there's something like pre-cut and you can get it inexpensively. But linoleum is great underneath to protect your floors, and then just putting rugs or fleece blankets or something soft on top of that. So rabbits have some padding for the bottoms of their feet. Rabbits, the bottoms of their feet are furry, so unlike cats and dogs who have pads on the bottom of their feet, rabbits slide around a little bit if the floor is slippery, so it's important to give them something soft so they have some traction. And then also in their puppy exercise pen or in their enclosure, you want to provide rabbits with a litter box. Rabbits are very clean and tidy, and they like to have one place to go to the bathroom. So people that have had rabbits in the past that were not clean and tidy, often I ask them one question, and is that, was your rabbit spayed or neutered? And the answer is almost always no. So rabbits, as soon as they are spayed or neutered, they start using the litter box overnight. So before that, they have a hormonal urge to spread the smell of themselves across as big an area as possible to try to attract them.
Yes. I had some Mr. Bunnies thinking of jumping in the living room and spraying as they went.
Yes. And male rabbits, they will spray urine, and it can go up the walls and make a big mess.
Yes.
But as soon as they are spayed and neutered, rabbits are very, very tidy and very clean, and they're constantly grooming themselves. You don't ever want to bathe rabbits. That can be a shock to their system, but they're constantly grooming themselves like a cat and keeping themselves clean. So providing them a litter box with a safe rabbit litter and hay inside for them to chew, because they nibble and they poop at the same time, that helps to keep all the poops in the box. So in the enclosure, we'll have a litter box, we'll have a food bowl, we'll have a water bowl, and so there's been research that's looked at how rabbits will actually drink more water from a bowl than they will from a sipper bottle. So for their hydration,
I love a water bowl.
Yeah, for their hydration, it's important to have a nice, heavy bowl because if it's lightweight, rabbits find it really fun to flip over water bowls. So you want to find a nice, heavy dog crock. And rabbits drink about the same amount of water as a dog that's 25 or 35 pounds. So you do want a nice, big dog bowl because they drink quite a lot of water for their size. I'm trying to think other things for a good indoor setup. You want some sort of a hiding.
What were you saying about the water bowl?
Oh, yeah. So for water bowls, you want a nice heavy water bowl so that rabbits don't flip it over, because rabbits think it's really fun to grab the water bowl and throw it if it's a lightweight plastic. So you want a nice heavy dog-sized crock.
And they also like to munch on the plastic ones. Well,
Exactly.
So much information about what you need to know to get a rabbit, but we need to take a break now to hear from our sponsors. We'll be back in a few minutes with more of our show. We'll be right back.
Interested in learning more? Visit physical therapist Sally Morgan's website at sallymorganpt.com, where you will find details about her upcoming speaking engagements, craniosacral therapy, and Tellington TTouch offerings, as well as information about holistic care for animals. Join the mailing list today and be the first to learn about upcoming events and special offers. Sally Morgan is a best-selling author, and her book, Dances of the Heart, Connecting with Animals, details her journey of learning to listen to animals. Her unique set of animal connection cards offers 52 activities to enhance your relationships with the animals in your life, and she suggests that you ask your pet to choose a card each week. Both Sally's book and her cards are available on Amazon and her website, sallymorganpt.com. Join Sally Morgan PT CST Daily on Facebook for conversations with a corgi, and visit YouTube for past episodes as well as Sally's TED Talk. When it comes to our pets' health, you can never be too careful. We invest significant time in ensuring that they have long and happy lives, but it's important to invest the same dedication into our own longevity. The key active ingredient in Dr. Morgan's wellness formula, pure New Zealand deer antler velvet, is now available as a standalone human-grade product. Life Deer Antler Velvet is a whole food supplement rich in calcium and collagen to support healthy joints and strong bones. Our products prioritize purity, ethical harvesting, and quality sourcing above all else. Visit lifepurerecovery.com to learn more and order your first bottle today.
Tune into world-renowned author, speaker, and holistic veterinarian Dr. Judy Morgan, and now radio host of Dr. Judy Morgan's Naturally Healthy Pets on syndicated Dream Vision 7 radio network every Monday and Tuesday, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Not sure which vaccinations should be given or how often? Not sure which food is best for your individual pet? Find out the answers to your questions in this weekly show where Dr. Judy interviews top experts and showcases the latest products that will help your pets stay naturally healthy.
Does your dog have bad breath? Tired of spending money on expensive dental procedures? Try out Dr. Morgan's Dental Drops today and save money while maintaining your pet's oral health. With New Zealand deer antler velvet as the primary ingredient, Dr. Morgan's Dental Drops are effective for treating stomatitis, gingivitis, and ulcers. You can purchase Dr. Morgan's Dental Drops directly from Amazon Prime or from her website, www.drjudymorgan.com.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Hello and welcome back. You're listening to Dr. Judy Morgan's Naturally Healthy Pets on DreamVision7Radio.com, and I'm your host, holistic physical therapist for pets and people, and Dr. Judy Morgan's sister, Sally Morgan. And I am here with my guest today, Anne from the House Rabbit Society, and she has been telling us about the many things that we need to know about keeping rabbits. So, Anne, I have a question for you because I always had dwarf rabbits. Can you tell us about different types of breeds of rabbits that people, maybe a new rabbit person shouldn't necessarily get this particular breed or some maintenance? I know some of the cute, fluffy breeds are popular, but they're a lot of work. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So rabbits basically come in all shapes and sizes, and they are all wonderful in their own way. One of the things that we always encourage people when they come to House Rabbit Society is to be really open-minded about who they fall in love with, because if we go into something, like I like the way this one looks, you might actually miss a rabbit who would be perfect for you and your family, that you would absolutely love. So we always try to encourage people to have a really open mind when they're looking at different rabbits. And then, but there are some things to consider in terms of extra care or extra maintenance about certain breeds. So any rabbit that has long hair, like Angoras, it's going to be a lot more work for brushing and maintenance. Those rabbits, their fur can get tangled really easily and become very large mats that need to be shaved off or removed. And so it may require going to the veterinarian to have those shaved, or buying a shaver and learning how to shave at home to keep them maintained. So if you're considering adopting a long-haired rabbit, you'd want to do your homework on the care and maintenance of that coat before you took that on.
And what about the lop-eared bunnies?
Yeah, and lop-eared rabbits are adorable, and many people have a fond place in their heart for rabbits with ears that are down. However, I will say that they are prone to ear infections, and so we see a lot of lop rabbits that come in here to House Rabbit Society headquarters. It's actually the majority of the adult lop rabbits that come here, we find that they have ear infections deep in the base of the ear. And a lot of people at home, you may not even realize that your rabbit has an ear infection, but that could potentially be painful for them, and it can lead to hearing loss. And as well as infection becoming systemic. So one of the nice things about going to that annual vet checkup every year and having a relationship with a rabbit specialist vet is that they'll be able to look deep in the ears of your rabbits and see if there's any problem there, like an infection. But certainly with lop rabbits, it's something to know about them in particular, that they are prone to ear infections.
What can you tell us about the diet for rabbits? I know that there's an enzyme in iceberg lettuce that they can't metabolize, and a lot of people in the old days mostly had iceberg lettuce, and a lot of rabbits got sick. So can you tell us some of the things that would be great to have in your bunny's diet?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, iceberg lettuce isn't great for rabbits, and it's mostly water. It's not really great for people either. But the biggest part of the diet is hay. So rabbits should be eating about their body size in hay every day. And
is that great. Alfalfa hay, clover hay, or what type of hay? Because I know people want to know.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So for baby rabbits or nursing moms, they're going to need alfalfa hay because it's high in protein and high in calcium. But for an adult rabbit, alfalfa hay is going to be too rich, and it can make them chubby and can give them other additional problems from excess protein and excess calcium in the diet. So for an adult rabbit, you'd want to go with either orchard grass or Timothy hay or another type of grass hay, like an oat hay. Here we've got a three-way hay that's oat, wheat, and barley. There's meadow hay or brome hay. So there are a bunch of different types of grass hay. I will say that orchard grass is great because it's less allergenic for people than Timothy hay. So some people, they think they're allergic to their rabbit, but they're actually allergic to the Timothy hay.